Hey, how's it going? Victorino back with some more Enter the Gungeon. Still trying to meet the floor requirements, shortcut requirement. So I'm playing as the pilot until I can reach it, I guess. Like I said, for potential access to treasure chests I would not otherwise have access to. Always accidentally moving my hands off the proper movement keys is always a scary thing to be doing. Should not be taking damage like this. Like I said, I need. Okay, what I was talking about in the last episode is putting the pressure on myself to not be getting hit like ever is rather crucial. Trying to maximize my survivability, and that's another thing is I need to focus on living as far as I can first before I focus on opening these shortcuts. These are crucial elements to my gameplay that I needed to take into consideration. Because, you know, eventually, if I play long enough, I'll get good enough to not use the crutches that I need. So it means, like, if I see a shop and there's armor, I'm probably gonna buy it. I probably still won't be buying weapons because I will hopefully have good enough luck to encounter some good ones through beating the bosses or using the lockpick instead of keys. Which, here you go. Nope. Another thing I could talk about, actually, Overwatch comes out tomorrow. And like I said, I might try and do a series on that. It would work a lot differently than this one, so I'm not really sure how it would work. I might just do like a first impressions or a look at kind of thing. Give my review of sorts. Let people know what I think about it. I don't doubt I'll have a good time with it. I am getting extremely hyped with, like, they just came out with a new animated short. I really like what Blizzard's doing with their, like, multimedia-izing the franchise, I guess. Like the first cinematic they had was honestly what got me so interested. The one where Tracer and Winston face off against Reaper and not Black Widow, her name's just Widowmaker. That's something different, mind. Here's some health I could for sure take advantage of if I end up losing some. Also, I really appreciate having an option in terms of gun. Not really the biggest fan of the Uzi, but you know, it's better than just a pistol. It does run out of ammo real quick, so that's something to look forward to. But also, I was gonna say, in terms of having a probability of not getting something from that chest, I was thinking of the new installment of Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma is coming out rather soon too. They actually, that's why I was mentioning it, that's why I was thinking of it, is a huge part of the game is actually going to be luck based and based on probability of your actions. It's like you can still choose an action, but then the game is going to randomize. Okay, that one isn't the one that does damage. Him and the electricity ones look fairly similar, these ninjas. And so it made me think of opening the treasure chest, I know, like, as maybe there's just a 50-50 chance of it having something in them. Also need to remember my blanks. You know, these are all core mechanics I shouldn't be forgetting about. You know what? Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and take that. Blank actually might be a better purchase. That one was 21, this is 17? Yeah. But you know, they're only a better purchase if I remember to use them. Armor, you can't forget to use per se, though you technically can kind of waste it too by having it disarmed real early, like earlier than you would have liked, aka taking stupid damage. That dude blew himself up. If only he would have known. I'm thinking it might be a good idea to face the bosses right now, actually, because I might run out of Uzi ammo, and it might be better to use that against them. So you know what? Switch it up a bit, put myself under some pressure, and try to learn how to better face these bosses is not a terrible idea. I guess I'll go ahead and do that and then explore the rest of the rooms. But yeah, they released like a 9-minute trailer of English gameplay that they've still only really been showing off like the same one level, I guess. I don't really know what a waste of the armor there. Speaking of, oh no, oh, I gotta play better. Gotta constantly roll against this dude because his shots, unlike the Trigger Twins, kind of follow a same pattern of like a semicircle, but these are much more sporadic because they do that. That was a good example. And whenever he starts doing that, oh no, it didn't work there. Because the constant dodge roll actually seems to work fairly well. Good old strafing. Still rather difficult to do, all things considered. Okay, I was gonna get hit there for sure. So you know, like I said, I actually don't know exactly when that game's coming out. Still took way too much damage. There is a full heart. Well, here's a whole heart of health, but also throughout the level, the chamber. Also, heavy boots, low center of mass. I was hoping this would be armor every floor, but it's not, unfortunately. That's like the greaves. Allows a Gungeoneer to keep their footing even when great force is applied to them. Get out of here. Is that his like belt? I was like, what did he get eaten into? So I technically almost have full health again, which is good to know. But like I said, I also shouldn't have taken as much damage as would be required to have to feel good about getting 2 whole hearts. Where is this one at? So I don't know when that game comes out, but I'm really looking forward to that one too. Both of those games should be pretty fun. And should, like I said, Overwatch is coming out super soon. And the fact that it actually comes out tomorrow, the other one shouldn't be much more than a couple of months, hopefully. I don't really know actually. Haven't really been doing a good job of keeping up on my gaming news either since I've been so busy. So it's most unfortunate part about being busy. I don't like decoy, but I must switch to it anyways because that is one of the biggest things about the pilot is he can hold 2 active items. So of course, why not take advantage of it? See? This is actually a different room layout, but once again, it doesn't have enemies and it has the same picture. So I really don't know what's going on there. It has like the same fireplace. What was I going to talk about? Pack South, you know. Mentioned that I'm going. Forgot what else I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about like friends. But meh, don't really feel like talking about that anymore. It's a little too serious for what I'm feeling right now. Surprisingly killed all those enemies pretty quick. Also need to remember I have these blanks. Need to be using them less sparingly than I have been. Killed the decoy, but it worked fairly successfully in terms of what it should have done. And that dude actually died real quick. I don't really know how that happened either. Does the decoy explode? I thought it did, but I could have sworn it didn't there. But I don't see how else the fireball dude would have taken so much damage. All these mages across the way, sending all these PlayStation controller buttons across the screen at me. Is that PlayStation or the Xbox? Or am I wrong completely? Probably be a better idea to kill the sniper first, actually, compared to the ghost, because he has a much more direct read on me. I mean, the ghosts, in all fairness, aren't too bad. Oh, I don't have keys though. Should should have bought him the key from the store. Alright, I had a blanket that I could have used and should have. Okay. Every time. Cubalons, man. Oh, that's another thing, is I listened to the soundtrack by itself. Finally. Because, like I said several times, again and again, it's very hard for me to hear the soundtrack actually while I'm playing. But I'm gonna try and pay attention to it more now that I think about it. Not that I mention it. Because that was scary. I should have been hit there probably. Let's circle around this dude. Okay, just what I wanted. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I'm not much for just listening to soundtracks by themselves, honestly. I've been trying to get better about it, so, you know, it is part of the craft of the art. It's by Dose One, I'm pretty sure is how you say his name. Who I used to know as like a rapper, I believe, on Anticon's label. And I don't know if I ever actually listened to his stuff then, but I do know he's been making quite a few game soundtracks now. He worked with Lambert on like the Gun Gods, I believe, and then I guess he actually went on to become like the voice of YB. He for sure like made that soundtrack as well for Nuclear Throne. Or no, he didn't actually. That was, dang, I'm sorry. This just goes to show how much I don't know. That was actually not true at all. That's someone else completely different. Entirely different person. What was his name? Started with a J. Kelio or something? I don't know. No, just like ignorant. Which I am. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. But I would prefer not to look ignorant, you know? But actually, I don't really care. That's whatever. I'm not a very smart man. I'm fine with people knowing it. Okay. Like I said, shouldn't be having these close calls. Kill it quick. Okay. There's my blank back though. Oh, were they after my decoy the whole time? I thought for some reason he just didn't deploy. Wrong button. I do have the machine pistol too, so. Which I shouldn't be calling an Uzi, because I'm not sure if that isn't actually an Uzi, or if there's an Uzi. Regular shotgun, I need to make advantage of these weapons I've been getting. Here's this door dude. My rescuer. I know he had no choice but to vanquish my fellow Locke to free me. An unfortunate sacrifice, but a necessary one. Come by my shop whenever you see me. There are many things in my stores that you may find wonderful or helpful. So I got more dudes to pop up in the dungeon. He's gonna specifically maybe have like keys or such equipment, maybe? Who really knows? I almost have enough shells for the requirement, but like I said, unfortunately, not really anywhere near enough. Oh, scary. In terms of keys, which I do only need 2 more keys, but they spawn so rarely. And I ran into the bullet and did damage, and then I just died. Once again, like I said, this is like especially the most concerning time, because I'm like, dang, I don't know if these runs are too short. Like, I do get past the first chamber, which is nice, and it's a pretty good determining factor if it's like a decent enough run for me so far. But like I said, 20 minutes is kind of ideal. But I guess I'm going to conclude this one there. So thank you very much for watching. I hope to catch you in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.